Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back with a review here of the WWE All-Stars 2-pack, Jake the Snake Roberts and Randy Orton. The WWE All-Stars 2-packs, I believe, are an exclusive at ToysRUs in the US, and they are based on the recently released WWE All-Stars video game, which allows you to play as current wrestlers or wrestlers from yesteryear. Hence all the 2-packs at ToysRUs feature a wrestler from the current WWE roster and one from the past. So beyond Jake and Randy here, there's also Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk, and then also a Randy Macho Man Savage, rest in peace, and I believe he's paired with John Morrison. Not sure on that totally. But these two here have been put together, I guess, because obviously Jake, known for his snakes, and Randy Orton here is often referred to as the Viper. At least that's why I assume they've been paired together. Now, I'm not sure how this Randy Orton differs from any single-carded release. It is elite style articulation, as Mattel are calling their more articulated series of action figures. It's what Jack's called deluxe aggression. Just go in closer on Randy Orton there to give you an idea of the detail. Decent looking figure, fairly good likeness. I'm kind of always amazed by the transfer tattoos, or I assume that's how they put them on there. Always look good. And even includes his tattoo on the back there. Like I said, a decent looking figure. I don't collect really current wrestling figures. If I did, I would have a huge collection because they pump this shit out like nobody's business. But decent figure aside, I totally got this 2-pack because I wanted the Jake the Snake Roberts here. Jake has been released single-carded in the WWE Legends series by Mattel, but that figure, Mattel made the same mistake as Jack's did. They focused on heel era of Jake the Snake when he had his Cobra, which famously gnawed on Macho Man Randy Savage's arm, which was a great angle, but generally, maybe it's just because of the time I started watching wrestling, but to me, Jake here with Damien the Python, to me that's the kind of definitive Jake the Snake Roberts look. I mean, I guess what you form as your opinion of the definitive look as a wrestler may depend on when you started watching wrestling. But, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is the more definitive Jake the Snake Roberts. And if I remember correctly, I think these trunks he wore at Survivor Series 1989, around that time anyway. Features Jake the Snake there, with snakes in his hair, like Medusa. And there's definitely more bang for your buck on this Snake Damien than there is on Jake's King Cobra that he was packaged with on the single-carded version. I think it looks great with the snake. I should say I have heated that snake to make him a bit more pliable and then kind of reposed him on Jake. I have heard other reviewers say it would be great if they had an internal wire in these snakes to kind of pose them as you please. But I guess that just wouldn't make them, just doesn't make economic sense to do that. Like I said, the snake didn't come this posed. I have kind of forced him into position there, forced that snake into submission via the beauty of a hairdryer. Jake here, the facial likeness is decent. It isn't kind of jaw to the floor, oh my god, look, it's Jake the Snake likeness when I first clapped eyes upon it, but it looks enough for like him not to create disappointment. The one thing I don't like about this figure is the chest hair detail. I'm not sure why they did that. I mean, I know most wrestlers, kind of like bodybuilders, they do tend to, you know, shave their body hair to kind of, so as to not distract from their muscular definition. And, you know, Jake was never the most defined wrestler and never did, you know, shave his chest. But there are just kind of levels of detail that aren't included with wrestlers, i.e. most of them never have nipples. You can see both these figures here. So even though, you know, Jake did have chest hair, I find these kind of black dots on his chest a bit distracting from the figure. I could have done without those, I think. I think it would have looked a better figure for it. I mean, I understand some characters like George the Animal Steel, you know, do require a kind of painted hair detail because their body hair was so important to the character and the gimmick. But I don't think chest hair was that important to Jake as a wrestler that they needed to include that. Maybe I'm wrong, let me know what you think. Now Jake here does come with the classic infamous green bag which Damien resided in the corner of the ring until Jake won his match, at which point he was unbag Damien to menace his defeated opponent. Now this bag, it is a bit of a tight squeeze to get Damien in there, but if I wrestled around long enough I would be able to eventually get him in. There we go. Phew! Right. There's a bag, Damien. Anyway, that's Jake the Snake and Randy Orton. I hope ToysRUs and Mattel get together and do another series of these figures. I think the WWE All-Stars game was a good way of getting kind of younger fans interested in kind of wrestling history and some of the legends that have gone before us and created the space for today's WWE stars to shine. Anyway, please comment, rate and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.